Back to my Farming Simulator 25 field guide, and we've just harvested the field in the last part. And because this was wheat and we had the option of having a little straw swath, we've got lots of straw that we could collect off the field. Now, straw can be used for your animals as a bit of bedding if you wish, or you can sell it for pretty low price. You can turn it into bales. I think you can also use it for silage, which I'm going to look at in a separate video. I've not messed around with silage much yet, but I know it's very profitable. But I'm going to show you a quick way to collect straw. So the first thing I'm going to do is send my trusty steed here, my trusty tractor, off to the shop like we've done with many other videos in the series. So we'll have a little look at the map and we will send that off to the shop to collect a bit of gear. So we're going to reset that and make sure you hit reset, not return, because it's a lease and we wanted to keep it because it's so useful. And then we'll get the weight. I'm in the way of the weight. Let me just move away a little bit. And then reset that. Okay, so let's talk about collecting straw. So we'll, whoops, hang on, let's just tab over to there. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why that's at the shop. I thought I returned that, but we'll return that. So we'll get rid of that. That's a good point about reset and return. If you get it wrong, you might accidentally just return it instead of, sorry, reset it rather than return it, and then you're still paying for the lease even though it's sitting at the shop. So that's worth keeping an eye on that you don't do that. Right, so we've got our trusty tractor here. What about, straw? How could we collect it? So the problem with straw is, sorry, before we go in there, let's have a little look at prices. If we look at straw on here, it's not worth a lot of money. It's only worth 102 at its lowest, 144 at its highest. You can sell it to the animal dealer or the farmer's market, or you can use it on your farm for bedding. The problem with that is the cost of the straw gathering tools can be very expensive. So let me show you. If we decide that we wanted to bale it, so it's more compact for storage, if we go down to here and look at balers, you're talking at least 22 grand, and this makes tiny little bales, and they're right faff to deal with. A lot of labour to work with and pick them up afterwards. So and it also takes a while to make all these individual bales and then collect them. So you'd either go with that, or you're looking at a lot more money to hire something that makes nice big round bales. A huge amount more money here to bale them. And if we're only going to make a couple of grand on the straw off the field, it doesn't make sense to do. The other thing that you're going to need to do is think about how you're going to transport them. So you could just get a trailer and try and manually put them on there, or you could get a front loader for your tractor. Where's that? Let me see. Front loader tools. So we get a front loader here, and then we could get some front loader tools like what is it? It's a bale king or a bale spike, or any of these, or round bale things. Loads of different things here. But again, you're talking money to get all of those. And that's the flatbed trailer I was thinking of. So we could get a trailer like that to put bales on. Yeah, that's the main one, or that one as well. So another option that you can go for that's cheaper but still expensive is a forage wagon under grassland. And if you have a little look at this can carry all sorts of different things like grass and straw and stuff like that, but it also sucks the stuff up. So you could go with a little ditty one like this for 30,000, which is the one I'm going to look at here because that makes the most sense, I think, for given the amount of straw that we've got. But you can take this amount of straw with it, I think. So it's probably not going to collect the whole field. But if we go to lease it, at least it's not going to cost a fortune. It's going to cost $15.55. Or our other option, if we go for the bigger one here and look at that one, that would cost us $3,952, which is probably more than the field of straw that we've got. So it probably that doesn't make sense. So this is where you go, should I just ignore it or should I collect some of it? So it's up to you which way you go, but I will show you this one just so you can see. So we'll lease this for $15.55. Say okay. So we've got that at the shop. We've got a nice big tractor here to pull it with, and the advantage of getting this as opposed to the baler and some sort of transport is this acts as both. So it's going to collect us some straw, and then it's also going to give us a way of transporting that somewhere. So it's kind of a bit of a saving there. So I'll take this off to the farm now and show you it in action. So we're back on the farm at the field, and you can see because we work with a combine harvester quite efficiently, we've got these nice vertical lines. We don't really need to use the AI system or the steering tools to deal with this. So I'm just going to do this manually. So you can see on the top left it says turn on loading wagon with B, and then I'm going to load the pickup or lower the pickup with V, and then we just drive over this straw swath and it will start collecting it. If you look to the bottom right, like we normally see, we are collecting straw. So this is a nice quick process. You can see we go at 11 miles an hour and collect this. It's pretty hard to get this wrong. The only problem that you've got with straw is there's a lot of it. So even on a small field, you can see we're already at 12% here, 13%. So this small little sort of collector that we've got is soon going to fill up. And then we've got to think about how we're going to deal with that, whether we want to dump it somewhere on the farm. So that's the option with bales. You could, I suppose, store them a little more effectively than loose straw. And if you want to know more on this, I think it's a deeper subject, so I will talk about this more in a separate video. But you can see at least we can collect it. So I'll just whip through, collect this off of the field, just so you can see what the field looks like once that's all gone. So you can see now my loading wagon is pretty much full, and I've still got a few strips of straw to collect. So what I need to do now is turn off the loading wagon, lift the pickup up, which enables me to drive it much faster, and think about what I want to do with it. So I could go and dump this somewhere on the farm, or get some sort of I don't know, storage for straw. I don't think I can load it straight off here, but we'll have a little look. Let's see. Just says unload here, but I don't think that will load off nicely. I think I'd have to use something else for it. So then you're like, well, what should I do with it? You could just go and sell it, which is what I'm going to show here. So we'll just save this here, have a little look at the prices and say, right, I've got some straw. Bad time to sell it, as you would expect, but we could go to the animal dealer. If I just move my camera so we can see, well, we'll go with the animal dealer because that's much closer. I don't really mind what the price is, but we'll tag the place here and just drive off and just sell this, because really you're going to have to do that if you want to collect the other straw, or just dump it on the farm until you're ready to do it. I suppose the problem that we've got though is that if we dump it on the farm, I would guess if it gets wet, it's going to get damaged. I'm only guessing there, though. I've not worked that much with straw, so I need to look at that more. I'm just showing you what you could do to make a little bit of money with it as we go. This guy's driving crazy. Wow, that was close. But I'll sort of show you what we do as we get to the animal shop. So we've made it to the place where we can sell the straw. So off to the animal thing. So we'll just go forwards and unload as we go forwards here. And we need to be in the spot to unload this so it actually registers it. So we'll just go here, like so. And you can see it's dump straw with I. So I'll do that. And then look above, and this is how much money we get for it. You see, it's really not a great deal of money, and this is where it's questionable. So I think the only time this would make sense is, one, if you need straw on your farm and you're going to use it for your animals. But the other option, I suppose, is if you're going to collect loads of it. So 1665, which is pretty much what the sort of collecting loading wagon cost me to hire it. So I'm going to make a tiny profit on it by collecting the rest of it and coming and selling that. Which I will do just to see what we end up getting, but it's really not going to make much, and that's the argument for not baling it. But yeah, if you were hiring it and you had lots of fields, then you could just about make some money from it, but not a lot. So you can see I've collected all the straw now, and then I'll take that back to the animal dealer, and we'll just see what we get for this second load, which is almost the same again. So we'll make a small profit from hiring this loading wagon. So back to the animal dealer. Dump the straw with I, and you can see what we're going to make just above is up in the money a little bit. 1340, so just a small profit on there, so not really that cost effective, I suppose. So it's more of interest if you're going to have animals on your farm and you want to use the straw on there, or you're going to make possibly silage, which I'll look in a separate video, or you've got more straw to collect, and then then the economies of scale might make it just about worth it. But it's quite a nice activity, I suppose, to collect. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Just going to take out my tractor here, so I'm just taking this back to the shop, just because I'm right next to the shop, ready for mulching, which I will cover in the next part of this video series. I hope this was useful to you. If it was, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome. If you need more help with the game, do have a little look around the channel. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. Cheers.